We enter daylight saving time over the weekend as clocks move forward. As some people love having that extra hour of daylight in the warmer months, others hate adjusting clocks twice a year. Now, the concept is hundreds of years old, which Dave Anderson delves into in this week's Holding On to History.
A lot of Americans feel the only good purpose for setting clocks ahead for daylight saving time is using it as a reminder to check smoke detector batteries. Hardware store clerks agree that's something that needs to be done twice a year.
And I guess that's a good reminder to change them as well. Yeah.
The roots of daylight saving time go deep. Ben Franklin wrote a satirical piece in the 1700s urging Parisians to change their clocks so they could party longer. The concept was looked at more seriously in World War I. The idea was that factories would use less energy for lighting if daylight ended later. President Wilson and Congress sprang forward on March 31, 1918 by moving the historic Ohio clock ahead an hour. Anthropologist and historical writer Kathleen Cargill feels the move was more symbolic than effective.
The morale in our country was so low, and so there were many government decisions made to boost people's morale.
Farmers demanded an end to DST when World War I ended. Franklin Delano Roosevelt brought daylight saving time back and called it wartime on February 9th, 1942.
Wartime, yes. Oh, yeah, actually I remember my folks talking about that. Daddy was too old to be in World War II, but he had to enlist for the old man's draft.
When World War II ended in 1945, DST again was thrown on the trash heap of history on the national level. But states and communities could choose to keep daylight saving time if they wanted and were able to pick their own start and stop dates. For example, St. Paul used to start daylight saving time 2 weeks before Minneapolis. President Johnson made it more uniform with the Uniform Time Act in 1966, and it's been with us ever since. Now talk is brewing again about repealing DST or making it year-round. Historian Cargill thinks we have more pressing concerns.
Like I said, we have other issues that are more important.
Holding on to history while watching the clock, Dave Anderson, Northern News Now.
By the way, Kathleen Cargill is not the person last year on Park Point that made a lot of news. That Cargill you just heard from is an experienced historical researcher.